Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some Circuits and Shields! If you don't know what Circuits and Shields is, it's a new MOBA that's being indie developed right now. That is there to bring some new dynamics in the field of MOBAs. We know that there are like a few well-established games in that genre, but sometimes they can take their success for granted and stop, trying to improve. So Circuits and Shields is being developed so we can bring some new dynamics in the field of MOBAs, keep what's great from the other well-established games, take everything that makes you rage against the game out, and bring a new polished, a new option to the table for gamers that are getting tired of the old, two or three same options all the time. So this is an alpha testing game, which means there's a lot of talk of bugs and things to improve, things to fix. So there are a few pauses in the game, which I will just cut away. I'm just trying to commentate this as I would any other kind of MOBA. Focus on the game, focus on the play, not on everything that's boring. So I will do just that. So this is Circuitball. It's the main play style of the game, I would say, at least right now. It's a game of 5v5 MOBA style play, where the ultimate goal is to gather as many points as possible by throwing or bringing the ball. You can see right here being picked up right now in the other team's end zone. That gives you 3 points for a throw, 7 points for bringing it and walking into the end zone. Little bug on my side, that's probably my computer more than the game though. But that's still unfortunate. So you can see both teams right now trying to get an edge on the other one, trying to team fight to get control of the ball and bringing it into the end zone. Right now there's only one member of the other team left, and that is gonna be the first 3 points for the other team. Yep. Good 3 points by the enemy, and that was Jan Itter, I think. Yes, so I'm playing as one of the 4 playable characters right now. It's Vexa. It's the only support right now. Nothing close to a healer, really more of a utility support. What you just saw me do is throw a portal, which allows my teammates and I to just go from one spot to another really fast. It can be really good, but I'm not used to it, so I don't use it nearly as much as I should. Also allows to use the ult of Vexa, which you just saw against our team being used with a portal that was still in the air. Very impressive move, if I do say so myself. And allows to throw a projectile through it from one portal to another. So that's kind of the main utility ability of Vexa. You can see the Q is this. I believe that's is it Gravity Well? I don't remember the name, but that's a skill shot that is growing in size as much as it travels, and you can detonate it by pressing Q again, or just let it reach its maximal range and explodes at that point, which deals some damage. The W is used to increase speed for a short while on an ally or on Vexa herself, and the E allows to push back enemies in a cone from Vexa. So that's the kit. The ultimate allows to deal damage. That's 2 straight lines coming from both portals. Well, 1 from each portal. Deals a good chunk of damage. Vexa is interesting. I believe she can deal good damage, and oh, it's not a cone anymore. The E is just all around Vexa. That's right, I forgot about that. A lot of changes happening, and I don't remember everything every time. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, the E pushbacks enemies all around Vexa, and deals a decent chunk of damage, actually. So you see me carrying the ball. While you're in possession of the ball, your abilities change. You get some carrier abilities that are more centered around, well, carrying the ball. You get 2 throwing abilities. One is quicker but can be intercepted, and one is slower and has less reach, but goes up into the air, so is harder to intercept. Right now the enemy team doing a good push, but gonna try to focus a little bit too much on carrying the ball. We'll just ignore our team for a while and won't be able to get a kill here, which will allow us to take control of the ball once again and eliminate a good chunk of their team in the process, which is always nice. So here we're gonna try to push yeah, we're gonna try to push. That was the ball just flew away from me. It's because after a short while you accumulate what's called fatigue, which is a mechanic that is intended to stop someone from just walking with the ball and not being a team player and just keeping the ball for themselves. So after a short while you lose control of the ball. It just swings in the air and is up for anyone to grab at that point. That's what happened. Right now my team, we're getting their team is pretty low. We get 2 kills right here. The janitor is gonna walk the ball, and I have a jet on my ass, but that's fine. He's gonna stop the chase, which he probably shouldn't have. Could have got a pick here on me, and could have probably walked a little bit further with the ball. But he decides to stop the chase, let me live, try to get the ball, and right now he just understands that 1v3 wouldn't do very much, so regroups with his team, and right now it's going on a full-on team fight. I barely live here thanks to the portal. I just get out of dodge, and I think I still got some damage from whatever was coming at me, but not a full chunk of everything that was coming my way, so got pretty lucky there, if I do say so myself. Right now, my team with the ball south. I think here that Jan is AFK or trying to convey something in Discord. Yeah, so I decided let's not be a dick, let's just leave him there. If he can come back from AFK or whatever he has to do, well, he'll be alive. That's always better for him. And right now I'm in a bit of a pickle and just died there without anyone. I shouldn't have been there, to be completely honest. I went for the ball. I shouldn't have, because I was in no state to carry a ball. So yeah, that happened. Here, enemy team trying to take the ball to our end zone. Can't really carry it all the way. We're 4v1. I believe we stopped that push from the jet. Even if Vexa joins right now, that's not gonna work if I remember correctly. Yep, that's what I thought. So we retake control of the ball. We have 2 inks on our team, ranged damage, and Jet, which you see running in front of me, I do the pass to the Jet. Jet is a close quarter assassin, I would say. Many of these characters have interesting mechanics, so I feel kind of bad not explaining them, but right now I don't think I would have time to explain all the characters. They really have nice mechanics. Jet has some really cool kit with a lot of synergy, and he has combos, and I can't get into this because if I do, I'll just talk about it all game. So that's not what I want to do. I want to do some separate videos, maybe to introduce each character. So I'll do that later. But yeah, the characters and the heroes you can play are really interesting. And the fifth character, which will be added soon, is just so interesting that it's Hammond. I don't know how they pronounce it, but he just switches between two toolkits and two sets of abilities depending on, like, not how angry he is, but kinda. And it's just really fun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that new character. And all of these characters are really interesting right now. But I won't get too much into this. Right now you see a pause. Someone found a pretty big bug, well, big enough for the game to stop, so I just skip over this and we're going again. So friendly team takes control of the ball and loses it quickly. Enemy team gets control of the ball, but just seems to be talking or doing something else because that ink is not moving. I don't know here. I don't think I get this kill, but yeah, that's what I thought. By an inch! But yeah, I don't get this. This is kind of sad, but I think our Jet can do the work here. Here I don't take control of the ball. I don't think I saw this pass coming from all the way over to the right side of my screen. Probably should have. But you know, this is a test. We're not all playing just to to be intense and trying to win. We're mostly trying to play out the game as it would naturally and see if anything is bugged. And you can see, like right now, there was one bug that was big enough for the devs to take note of and like pause the game, but otherwise this game is running already pretty smoothly, and we're just in alpha, not open alpha, just alpha testing right now, so that's looking real good. I really like the prospects of this game and how it's coming up, but of course I do these videos because I want to share this game with you, and I want to share it to as many people who are willing to try something new in terms of MOBA as I can. I'm not trying to convince anyone that it's better than it is or better than other MOBAs because, well, quite frankly, that's very subjective, but I think it looks pretty good. Right now, I shouldn't have done that. That carrier ability lets me be how should I say, not invincible, but lets me ignore damage for a little while, but also stops me. I believe I should have just kept running with the little bit of a lead I got with my my portal. Probably should have thrown the ball to an ally and just got away as fast as I could, but that's not what I tried to do, so that cost me my life. But you know, this is a MOBA, so life isn't too bad, especially in a mode like this where we're trying to score and it's not about like getting a lead with towers and I don't know, push with minions. This is more about scoring, so dying is not an incredibly big deal as long as you don't like get, even if you get wiped, you know, the other team gets 7 points, you just have to breathe a little bit and take some time to reflect on what you did wrong in the last team fight. And I missed the ball right here. Damn it! But yeah, and that's a 7-point lead for your enemies. But you know, that's you can come back from the 7-point lead. You can come back from pretty much any point lead if you just start, you know, playing really carefully and not letting your opponents get anything in your end zone. So yeah, in this game, team fights are really important. Like, that's the main way you are gonna get a goal. But it's not the end of the world if you lose a team fight. It's not the end of the world if you get picked. A single pick is really good because it lets you push with an advantage and you know everything. But it's not. How should I phrase this? It doesn't lose you the game as it would in some other MOBAs, which I think is nice. It's sad sometimes to just have another player on your team that just isn't on the level and keeps dying, and that makes you lose. Right now, well, having a having a worse player can definitely be a handicap and can definitely not help, but it still isn't the end of the world. Okay, but there's enough action right now. Our team takes control of the ball. Vexa is cut off from the enemy. Vexa is cut off from our team, so we pick that kill right there, and we prepare for a four people push, a 4-person push. I'm sorry about my English, but that's not too bad. We take control of the ball. I try to pass it to Jet, which I did. I wasn't sure right there. The ball seemed like a little bit in between the two characters, but yeah, I passed the ball to Jet. Right now there's another little pause because of something else the devs want to take note of and try. Nothing major, I would say, in that case, but something worthy enough to pause the game. And we start another round. I don't think I mentioned this, but you probably figured it's round based. After each score, each goal, we go back to beginning spots and we start another round. That's a bit of the reason why it's not as bad to lose a team fight. Even in the end game, it's not as bad to lose the team fight because, you know, that's just gonna be a 7-point lead. That's impactful, but not game-breaking impactful. So yeah, but the enemy team doing a push right now up top. I'm really far behind. I don't know what I was doing, but I have time to rejoin as our Ink takes control of the ball, loses control, but we manage to push back the enemy team just enough so they can't walk the ball in. But I believe here, oh, nice interception. So yeah, our Jet just saved the day there. Got the ball before it got into the end zone, which was a really nice move on his part. But right now we're kind of trying to wait. We have one Ink that's really low on health, and here we're 4v2, trying to not lose our Ink, trying to maybe pick off someone right here so we don't have numbers disadvantage. And yeah, it's going all right. But right now I feel like I have to go because I'm low on health and I'm not gonna last very long with an Ink. I can probably manage, and the rest of the team does get a 7 point, I believe, which probably means they walked in the ball into the end zone. So yeah, that's pretty good. Here you can see the menu. I don't know if anyone's trying really hard to think about the items and the builds and anything right now. I believe that game was the first we had the shop like functioning, so people were just trying to see if they could buy items and work with the items more than trying really to pick items that were good for their builds. But yeah, the shop was pretty good. It worked, and you know, yeah, it worked. The items, you could buy items and sell them, so that was pretty much. That's pretty much what a shop should do, right? Allowing to buy and sell items. Right here, I lose control of the ball. I'm not sure if I tried to pass it or if it got swiped. I don't remember. But here, I do believe we're not... ooh! Yeah, the janitor right there, swiping the floor, taking the ball with him. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good move. Some of these guys got some moves. The council, like MVP right now, probably. He's been, and that's one of the testers that's been there for a long time now. It's been, I believe, more than a year that he's testing the game, and he's consistently coming and attending to the tests, and he's doing some good works on his. I'm pretty sure his main would be janitor. You can see him play right now. And he's doing some good works. Finds a lot, a lot of exploits on janitor. How to just break the game with the abilities, the movement abilities. We had to nerf because of him. He's a nice guy. He's trying to find those things before the game is released, so they don't become a problem after its release. So it's nice to have him on our side in the alpha testing before everyone starts to use these exploits. But yeah, he's doing some good work on that janitor there. And our jet right now is pretty low on health. The Inks joins him, but I don't think that's gonna be enough for us to regain control. She's pretty much 1v2 right now, because I don't think Jet is gonna do much since he's melee range and solo on health. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not checking right now what they're doing. They got a goal! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that though. So yeah, our team dominating in terms of points on this game. But I do believe the other team has the devs, which means they have the people taking notes and stopping all the time, and that doesn't play in their favor. Let's be honest here. When you have to stop all the time to take notes and see if this is a bug or this is intended, and explain to everyone, yeah, you can do that, and no, you shouldn't do that yet. Of course, that's not gonna play in your favor. So we dominate the points, but that doesn't mean much right now. in an alpha test, that doesn't mean much. But here I see there's a team fight going on down there, so I go like, well, I'm just gonna grab the ball and go into like the end zone if everyone's gonna let me. Of course they don't, which is sad, so I'm just gonna bail, and I don't get my portal here. That's not helpful. Vexa just pushed me back away from my portal, and I don't like that, and but I still managed to survive here. And Vexa is yeah, pretty much full on health. I don't know if that's because he activated the full health mode or whatever it's called. But yeah. But anyway, a push coming from the enemy team, and I don't think that goes much further. Yeah, we take back control, and I'm not sure we're gonna score or anything, but yeah, we stopped that push. Here, Vexa deals some damage to our Jet to increase his fatigue and make him lose control of the ball, which he does, so she can take it back. But still, the 3v2 does leave us pretty defenseless. And here, Ink is gonna, just die there, and that's gonna be a 3v1 push. I believe Jan can just hold himself without problem in a 1v3. Not that he's not gonna get kills or anything, but it's pretty much the tank right now, the tankiest character, I would say. So he does pretty good, even if he's surrounded. Has one movement ability plus a slow plus an ult that is another move ability. So yeah, he can get himself out of pickle pretty easily. But yeah, that still left us with a team fight on our side of the field. But even if we are many of us low on health to some degree, we still get some picks on the other team, so that leaves us with a numbers advantage. But that still won't make much of a difference here, because the other team did respawn and does regroup on in the center of the map. I don't know how I should call this actually. I say map, I say field, sometimes I say other stuff. I don't know. It's kind of weird talking about MOBA and trying to reconcile like sports and the MOBA. Should I use video games terms? Should I use sports term? Is this I don't know. I don't know. Is this like a playing field or a map? I'm not sure. But anyway, any team right now trying to push in. Not so great of a pass right there. Let's just intercept the ball and take back the control. Jet is gonna just go away, try to run away, and I'm trying here to get my portal. Not always very easy to use, I would say. Here I just made sure I wasn't like on cooldown for the portal or anything. You can see on the other side I can get in pretty easily. Some of these walls have a bit of an angle that is hard to use the portal with, but that's nothing major, especially right now in alpha testing. That's gonna get fixed pretty easily when everything is stable, which right now it's looking like it is. That was a month or two ago, and the last two tests were pretty stable. There were no bugs. They just played the game out as a game would have played out. So right now it's looking really good. I don't have any footage of this those last tests, but I know on the official channel of Circuits and Shields there are some highlights of these tests, so I would highly recommend you go check it out if you're interested in any kind of MOBA. If you had a favorite MOBA that's starting to disappoint you, or you're saying it's not like before, or I don't feel like they're listening to the players anymore, well, this is developed by players. You can't make it more player oriented than this. So this is gonna pretty much put an end to the game. We saw what we wanted to test. We had some fun. Those tests are getting really fun, which is a good sign for the devs. They spent months playing on a game that wasn't really that enjoyable. Right now it is enjoyable, and the players like it, the testers like it, the devs like playing it, and yeah, and it's really enjoyable right now, and I'm so looking forward to seeing the open alpha. Anyway, that's gonna put an end to this game, that's gonna put an end to this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed playing this game and commentating it. It's really looking good in my opinion. To anyone who was waiting for some English commentated videos, well, there you go. I'm sorry for my accent, I speak French normally. I also have a few videos in French on my channel about circuits and shields if you just want to see some games, or if you speak French, well, it's there. You're welcome. Anyway, I'm gonna see you probably soon-ish for videos about circuits and shields. I'm gonna leave a bunch of links in the description. Go check it out. It's really a nice MOBA that's getting really polished right now. So it's time to jump into the bandwagon. So I'm gonna leave this here. Have a nice day.